Hey, it's Guido coming at you with a Tactics Talk. Thanks for tuning in on this episode. I've got a replay analysis feature as well for Nitedog and his T29 Tier 7 American heavy tank. You'll see that he is here on Serene Coast, and he is middle tier on a 357. There are a couple already in this. Pretty good setup for him. The T29 works really well on this map, especially in this position over here on the west side, which is where he has chosen to go. You know, Nitedog is a pretty good case study in a green player. Came to me as a green player and asked me for a little bit of help, and he's a good case study in taking those solid green skills and then applying a bit more of an aggressive mindset along with some higher tier, higher order thinking on how to position, when to reposition, and how to play the game in more of a blue moving on to a purple kind of mindset. In the past, he probably would have been back there, hold down, which is a great hold down spot, but he'd have probably watched a bit of this battle unfold up here before he moved up, or these guys would have lost and then he would have engaged when the enemy came over the edge. But as I've been working with him and helping him get a little bit more aggressive and understand when to be aggressive and how to do it, he is up here letting these guys have it. As a matter of fact, he's going to get focused by the arty quite a bit, but he's going to hang in there and do a real nice job. So good job picking out the Tiger's weak spot up top and then minimizing exposure on taking return fire. So maybe just a little bit, if I was nitpicking, you pulled back just a little bit too much, and you're going to do that here quite a bit because you're not going to be able to disappear from artillery based on your timing. Every time you pop back over, if you are going to come over and take that shot as soon as you're reloaded, the arty is going to see you. So a little bit of rocking back and forth just to maybe spoil his easy aiming, but not so far back that when you're reloaded you're not ready to go. So he repairs the track, and the key to stopping the arty from hitting you right here is killing his buddies that are spotting you. So Nitedog is doing a nice job of that. We're going to just get spammed by this M44. Another example there, Nitedog, of just pulling back way too much. If you'd have been tracked up closer, you might have still not got the shot, but no need to pull back as far as you do. We got to get rid of this Tiger 1. We got somebody who's gone around him, and smack down he goes. So nice job there. Now, Nitedog sent me the note when he sent this to me. He said, hey, I was much more aggressive, and I pushed aggressively. And yes, he's pushing in here with the T43. There's his arty buddy he's made friends with. And we unfortunately run into the AC right there. Something else is shooting at us up front. There's a guard hanging around in the middle, and we got Nitedog pushing in. So he's thinking about this guard. Oh, there's a T29 over there. There's an arty shooting at me. There's a Hellcat shooting at me. Well, there's the guy. One of them. Oh, artillery. Let's take him out. Nope, no worries. Put it right on that M4A3E2. Nice job. I'd have just stayed right there. Mad Dog, you kind of move up and around a bit. I'd have just stopped moving. There was no reason to rock right there. Arty is probably going to hit you, and you might have got that shot off a little sooner. And now we're moving in. The same thing applies right here. You see the scout. I'd have stopped right about now and let the reticle settle on this guy. There you go. You end up getting him, but that shot could have happened a little bit earlier. And what I really like about what you're doing here, and this is again something that is a higher order thought process, moving from green to blue, is that instead of pushing onto the cap, he notices what's going on over there in the northeast and he heads that way. The T29 is a problem. We got to get rid of him. He's got quite a few buddies back there, so he should be sorted out, but you might as well go yourself, you being any of my listeners out there, and sort it out if your team fails. In addition to that, all the rest of the hit points, or the majority of the rest of the hit points, are all over there on the peninsula and in the T29. So if you want to get any more hit points out of this, you need to head that way. The thing I'll mention here as well, Nitedog. There's so many dogs out there. How many times have I called you Mad Dog? I'm not uncertain at this point. You have a loader down, and your repair kit, or your med kit in this case, is fixed, or has reset, however you want to call it. So I would fix that loader right away. That way if I do make it over to the hit points, at least my reload will be as fast as possible. And now we're moving in. Now we are going to see the Hellcat here in just a moment, and he's off to the right. The T43 sees it, and Nitedog does a nice job of noticing it, tries to get his gun on, and now the guy's behind all those rocks. And we're going to spend a lot of time right here. So as soon as he got around those rocks, and I didn't think he was coming out of that, Nitedog, I'd have been already trucking on to the IS-3. That's where the hit points are. You're very unlikely to shoot this guy based on he's pinned down by the T43, and there's a lot of rocks between you and him, and you waste a lot of time looking at that. So good job seeing it. Definitely investigate and then move on. You can deal with that Hellcat later. There was plenty of guys over there to take him down anyway. If you looked at the mini map, you've got 4 guys over on their cap. The hit points you want are sitting over here in this IS-3. And what's going to end up happening, I'm going to speed this up, is we will come over here, we'll go across the bridge. Here comes the bad guys. Nice job. Killing Artie is always a good thing. You probably would have got the shot on that Artie. And had you not stopped for the Hellcat, you got up here onto the IS-3 and maybe had a chance for one more shot on the IS-3. So like I said, it's a small thing. Definitely investigate the Hellcat, see if you can get that shot, then assess much quicker than you did that I'm not getting that shot. The hit points are over here, and keep on trucking towards the hit points. But again, a very small thing. 2,429 damage, 595 blocked, 928 assist. Nice job. Definitely incorporating the tactics and techniques we've been talking about, being a little bit more aggressive, understanding when it is time to go back, and then pushing for those cleanup hit points. Hope you guys like what you saw. If you did, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, and as always, we will see you.